I got the John Deere X570. This is 2016. Want to do a quick review of this after I recently got this. So I'll just go through a few things here. So we got our gas cap on the back here. Seems to go alright. And you can see here we've got the wide back. I've got the HDAP tires on it. It's got kind of a newer thing on this back. It's a leveling kit back here. So you take that little yellow thing out and you can level the deck without having to go underneath that silver tool. It goes in the top of the deck and you can level it from above. So I haven't had to do that yet, but it's kind of a cool thing. This has got the 48-inch deck on it. This is the new XL Deep deck, which I have to say is pretty awesome. It's much higher much more square than some of the others. I used to have a John Deere D140 and grass would get all over the top of this when I mowed, especially if it's tall grass, but this is definitely much better for that. Really nice thing here too is to clean out underneath. You can lift these up instead of having to take them off or whatever. It's got the cleaning thing with the hose you can hook up. This one also has the locking differential in case you're spinning. I've used that a few times. It seems to work pretty well. This is how you adjust the deck height. So, right now I had it set at 3 1/4. I mow the yard at 3 usually, and then you just lower the deck with this right here down to that height when it's not locked up. This is how you raise and lower the deck on this one. It doesn't have the hydraulics like some of the other X500 series. It's got the K72 transaxle transmission, which seems to be very good so far. It also has a 24 horsepower Kawasaki engine that's been running great. I've got about 18 hours on this thing so far. I wanted to wait before I did a review to have a little experience with it. It's been running really awesome, and I think it's got a 3.5 gallon gas tank on it. Let's see here. The other thing, it's got kind of a cool front dash on this thing. If I turn the key here to the middle position, you can see that it tells me how many hours. So I've got 18.6 hours on it. My gas tank is fairly full. Turn it on here for a sec. So to turn it on, this is the brake, so turn on the brake. I've been running it for a while already, so I don't need to really do the choke. You can see when you turn it up, when you push the throttle up, that goes up. Take it for a little ride. It's pretty fast. If I turn on the PTOs here, turn down the throttle, for being a big engine, it's pretty quiet actually. And on this side, it's also got a really wide chute on this thing, which is great. It really shoots the grass out, spreads it out nice as long as it's not really long. So that's really great. These can be adjusted and they can turn 90 degrees so you can slide the deck out when I need to do any kind of maintenance. Haven't had to do any maintenance other than I've just greased the spindles and changed the oil after 8 hours. This side, it's got a nice little compartment for the tools, my head net for mowing. I mow about 2.5 acres with this thing and about a mile of paths through the woods. So far, this thing's been running great. It doesn't have the four-wheel steer like some of the other X500 models. It's also got the rear deflectors on the back. So no hydraulics on this, so there's certain attachments you can't get for this one than maybe some of the upper models, which is a little unfortunate, but overall the thing's been definitely working well. If anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to post them. I'd be happy to respond if there's any questions.